last year, the site workers, the construction workers, what have you else, for months, they were untouched. The industry was allowed to flourish. They could have come out in support. They could have come out and said, you know something, this is blatantly out of order. We're standing for the Australian people. I never saw any group of people who said that because from their privileged standpoint, they're going to come out and stand for the people. So, right, you've got the workers there. Then you've got the police now, who basically they're in a point of privilege. And as Stephen said, they've got the ability now basically to end this tomorrow. If the entire police force said, you know something, we're not doing this. We're not going to turn our guns, pepper spray human beings, knock over old women. We're not doing that. In actual fact, Daniel Andrews, get out of office. We're standing with the people and we're armed as well. This will be over tomorrow.
They're the only ones who can end it peacefully. The only ones. Like only non-compliance from the police and the army, only non-compliance from them can end it peacefully. Anybody else, we're fighting a losing battle in terms of peacefully. Yeah.
But dare I say, guys,
it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, but dare I say, guys, you see, there's another component to this, again, which comes from the same root of selfishness, self-preservation, apathy. And here it's this. I made no bones of the fact that when I came out of Victoria, got to New South Wales, my goodness me, what did I see? I saw the news. I saw your brothers and sisters, Krishol, in Sydney, whooping and partying it up this time last year. And I told them categorically, drop what you're doing, get yourself down to the border and help your brothers and sisters out. Because you know what? It's going to come here. And my God, when it comes to Sydney, they will whip you like dogs. They didn't. They partied on. I will never forget this. They partied on to the point where, you know what? Gladys basically gave them 50 people that you can rave with in a club. My goodness. They didn't give a damn. Didn't give a damn. And that's at the heart of it. Even today, we could go down to the borders of Victoria. Supposedly we've got our freedoms. We want this to be over. It literally takes men. Privileged ones as well, to be able to say, I don't give a damn about my privilege. I'm not doing this to my brother. I'm not doing this to my neighbor. That's what's at the core of the disintegration of society.
We are getting to the very heart of resolving this problem, because it takes courage. It takes the testing point of every virtue. It requires us to awaken our Christed light, which is something that is manifest within all of God's creations, you know? And you have a look at history. Like, I love comparing what is going on, and I know you guys have done this as well, to things that have happened in the past. And it's always this situation where we see a few individuals that are willing to plant themselves like a tree beside the river of truth and say nay to the tyranny, and actually pave the way for others. And then, of course, you've had another small group, but an even larger group of psychopaths that are trying to prevent them from doing that. But the larger problem is the apathetic people, the order followers, the people that just say, oh, look, mate, I got to focus on my own problems over here. And they just go along with everything that is going on. And this is always the heart. Like, my favorite quote, as you were giving that beautiful rant, the one quote that kept on ringing in my mind is that evil happens in this world not because of evil men, but good men that do nothing.
Doing nothing.
And it's at the core. It's such a difficult thing to acknowledge, though, because we don't want to feel as if because look, at the end of the day, it's not like you're doing anything wrong if you're just living your life. But the fact that you were seeing all this insanity go on and you are doing nothing, you're basically you're being a disservice to yourself, which in the esoteric mystery schools is one of the greatest things that you can do. You know, it's like, it's one thing to wrong others, but when you wrong yourself like that and you live a life of quiet desperation, you really yeah, you're really dying. And that's the spiritual death. That's the worst kind of death.